All right, look where we are today. We're gonna hit some playgrounds. Yep, it's pretty hot here in Southern California right now, so I'm out early. Try to hit a few parks before it gets too hot. Let's see what we can do. I've been here before. It's been about a year or so. I've got a group of a few parks close together. All right, we got our first target right in here. Looks like it's going to be a penny, but I could be wrong. Yep, first target, penny. Seems like that's how we usually start off. Maybe it's a good sign. It's a very deep 74. We're in the bark here, so I don't think it's going to be anything. And I forgot my little digger. I got to go back for it. I've got a little plastic scoop here, which I don't really care for. It's good because it's not conductive, but all right, we'll have to run back and grab the digger. How could I forget that? All right, we'll come back to this one. Okay, first park, big strikeout. Just a penny and a few pieces of trash. So we'll move along. Hopefully this isn't a bad sign. All right, we're at our next spot here. Let's give this guy a shot, see if it does any better. Hey, Mr. Rabbit. Right there, little rabbit. Well, I didn't make it into the bark yet, but I did accidentally walk over this. What is that thing? I guess it's a penny. Or is it a dime? I don't know. I can't tell. Yeah, it's a penny. All right, we're up to 2 cents now. Oh boy. Another 62 here. Maybe it's the third penny. It looks like it. Number 3. It's gonna be an all penny video. Another 62. I think we're gonna go. How many? What's the streak gonna be on pennies here? Here it is. Another one. If I put my gloves on, that's 4. Oh, I got a 79 under the swings. And it's another penny. A high ringer. All right, how many is that now? So many I've lost count. Right here at the bottom of the slide. Low 60s. Trying to do this without the digger, but it's not gonna happen. Oh, there it is. There we go. Another penny. Yep. I got a real deep 80. 70s, 80 right in here. 82. I will dig it up and come back. There's not very much that's that deep in this place, so I have my doubts. All right, as I suspected, it is below the level of this layer of bark, so it is going to be nothing. We're just outside the playground here, and I've got a 62 that I think is right there in the dirt. I don't think it's real deep. I think I'm getting closer. And it looks like, what do we got? We got ourselves another penny. All right, let's see if we can just do all pennies today. Nothing else. We had a 30 right here. We thought it was gold, but it's a Modelo cap. All right, here's an interesting swing. I already see something right there. It looks like another penny, but hear that? Actually 3 or 4 in a row here. I see 2 of them. One of them's a pull tab. That's that guy. The other one looks like a crusty penny. Yep, another penny. And we'll go back over it again. Looked like there was a 20 in here. I guess we can call it a 20. It's strong and shallow. We should be able to spot it here. I guess if I take my sunglasses off, I can see it. Something right there. Looks like a piece of foil. Alright, that makes sense. Another little piece of foil. Alright, all kinds of garbage. We're over here near like a gazebo picnic area. Probably another piece of foil over here. I see it. It's actually right there. Let me grab that thing. Okay, that's all. We got a 30-33 here. We're going to call it a bottle cap or a pull tab. Sometimes it's tough to tell the two apart. Right there. I think we're getting closer. Rocks and let's see. I think it's out now. And it's a pull tab. There we go. All right, we're at another one. See how this goes. All right, for those of you that have already skipped ahead, we've been finding a bunch of pennies, so I've lost track. If you've been watching, you probably know how many I've got so far. I don't know, 5, 6. I'm guessing this is another one. Let's see. I think I already have a title for this video. Right there. There it is. Penny time again. All right. I think we know what that is again. 60s. Right up here next to the edge of the concrete. Oh, I see it there. Huh. Pinpointer doesn't really even like it. There it is. It's an aluminum cap. Ringing up the same as a penny. Got a real shallow 30-31 right underneath this big triple slide. It's right in the middle lane. I think I saw a piece of foil there. There it is. Look at that. All right. This is a little bit of a deep 60. Let's see. I think I'm getting the shovel here. Right in here. Do we see anything yet? Right here. Right about there. Hey, look at that. It is a penny. All right, we're at park number 4 here. Thanks for sticking with me. No big finds yet, but I got to this park and I've got a funny little story for you. So about a year ago, I came to this park because a friend of mine didn't know I was into metal detecting, and I, explained all the stuff I'd found. He got real excited. He said, "You know what? There's a park below my house that's." There was a potential ring that somebody he knew had lost and wondered if I could come search for it. And I said, "Oh, sure, I'll come by," So I came by this park. And I came right down to this spot here, and he met me here, and he wanted to see, how it worked and everything. So I was explaining to him, and I didn't have the 900 at the time. I had my 540. So I set the thing down, turned it on, showed him a couple things. The very first swing, I heard a beep, and it was exactly where I placed the coil. Very first beep, very first target, dig it up, and it's this little, I brought it with me here, it's this little silver bracelet I found with the little hearts on it. It's a 925. I've had it in my box of stuff for a while now. And he was amazed. He was like, Are you kidding? You know, it's just that easy. You just put the thing down and, you know, treasure comes out of the ground. And I had to explain to him that's not the case. Sometimes you go days and days without finding, you know, interesting little items like that or valuable items. So it was very, very funny but misleading for him at the same time. I don't think I ended up not finding the ring, so it probably wasn't here at the park or somebody else got it. But I just thought that was a very funny story, and I knew I was coming back here. It's been about a year, so we'll see if we can find anything else at this place. All right, stick with me. We got a shallow 68, 69, 70, right around there. Let's see if the streak continues. Oh my goodness, look at that. A dime. I think we just doubled our cash take today. All right, something other than a penny. How exciting. And I turned the camera off too soon. There is another 61, 62 in here. Right there. Pick through a little, oh, there it is. There's our penny. Almost wish we found the penny first. We'd have a little longer streak going. But we broke it with that dime, so hopefully that's a good sign. You got a pretty shallow 88, 89. Maybe this is our quarter. Let's see. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's something down deep again. Oh, I don't know. I think I'll just scrape away and sweep over it again. Maybe over in this direction. There we go. There it is. Look at that. We got a quarter. Things are looking up. Things are definitely looking better. All right. That's an interesting 1819. It's a little high for foil, but it could be. Or it could be something better. I don't know. It's a washer. Not quite the ring I was hoping for. All right. That's 62 right below these little steps here. We got another penny. It's a tricky spot between these two poles here because I got my volume down a little here. Let's see. All right, we got a tricky spot between these two poles because, you know, this thing causes all kinds of noise for me. So, but once in a while you get lucky, you get something kind of centered, not right up against the pole. I should go grab the 6-inch coil and go around these things, but I don't think I'm going to do that today. So I have probably another penny here somewhere in this area. Right there. All right. That was kind of a lucky find. A few more inches to the left or right here, I wouldn't have heard it. All right, I've got a pretty strong little 4, 5, 6 right here. I have my doubts. It's right next to where I told you I found that little silver bracelet a while ago, that little story I told you. I've got my doubts, but we might as well investigate. We're not getting a whole lot of targets here, and it could turn into something good, so we might as well give it a shot. It's a little bit deeper than I hoped for. I don't think we're going to find anything terribly deep here, but it's worth a shot. Could be a little speck of a piece of foil. Looks like we might have gotten it out over there in that little chunk. Right in here somewhere. That's exactly what it is. Just a little can fragment. It was worth investigating, but obviously it didn't pay off. Yeah, this was up on the surface. We found a little googly eye. Come across those every once in a while. We got another 62. What could it be? Are we in suspense? Oh my goodness, look at that. It's something different. It looks like 20 cents. Where is this from? I can't read it. It's a foreign coin. It is a 20-cent euro. That's interesting. Look at that. We struck kind of gold, I guess. All right, for the thumbnail, let's go like this. For the thumbnail, make it look good. Hi, Mom. Don't worry, swings will get to you soon. Saving you for last. See, the swings never let me down. I see it right there. Yet another penny. All right, we found another one. This one's got some pretty extreme slides. Those things are tall. These are definitely for the bigger kids. All right, let's see how we do. I think this is park number, what is this, like 4? Maybe 5? I think it's 4. All right, we got a 60 right here. I already started to dig it, but I think I was a little off center. Yeah. Trying to narrow it down a little bit so I don't spend too much time pulling up all this bark. All right under the slide here. Are you on? You're not on. There we go, we're getting something now. All right, and in here. Oh, I feel the bottom. That's not good. Let's say it's right in here. Pull all that out. There we go, that's what we wanted. We wanted it to get out of the hole. Is it in this chunk? Nope. All right, it's right about here. I don't think it's a penny, or I could be wrong. Oh, it is. Look at that. It's a super ugly one. Looks like a pretty repeatable 7173. And about 1 bar down. All right, we're taking forever. Let's get to the payoff. It's deep. It's more than one. The Equinox lied. All right. Oh, wow! Look at that. That's a surprise. Ba-boom! Just jumped right out at me when I flipped it over. What is this thing? It looks cool. It's an MK, probably like Michael Kors. It's a little broken. Maybe I can put this thing in my bag and spruce it up a little bit. All right. For the thumbnail again. All right. I got a real shallow, sloppy one here. 60s, 50s, 90s. It's nice and repeatable, so I have no idea. It's not a nice round solid coin, I don't think. Oh, I am wrong. Look at that. Maybe it's something else. It sounds like there's something hollow right there. We did pull a penny out of that one. Let's see. Let's see what else is here playing tricks on us. Oh, there we go. It's the double signal. Almost fooled. There it is. Stacked pennies. Weird signals. Maybe 3, maybe just 2. I don't know. That's it. It was 2. Looks like a pretty solid 41, 43. Not terribly shallow, but interesting to say the least. I really have to do something about this. It's driving me nuts looking at it. And now I'm filming myself with my horrible looking digger. We're gonna make a trip to the, I don't know, somewhere to get a handle for it. Let's see what that 41 was. Is it in this chunk here? It's in here. I love it when it's like a nugget reveal like this. What could it be? What could it be? Let's create some suspense here. We got our little nugget there. Look at that. Now it's reading 39. It was 41 earlier. Okay, what's in our little nugget? Chunk of moist bark. Is it in here? It is. It's right there. Do you see it? I don't. Oh. It's actually kind of hard, whatever it is. It's poking through here. It's pretty solid. What is this thing? I have no idea. It just looks like a chunk of gold something. It's probably a piece of foil. There we go. I'll bend it a little. Hopefully it's not anything important. Let's call it a big gold nugget. We'll just go with that for now. Doesn't feel like it. It feels like a chunk of foil. Okay. Over here at the swings again. Different set. Oh no, a lawnmower. You won't be able to hear me. Okay. Let's see if you can hear this. I'll put my mouth right up next to the mic. You won't want to miss this penny reveal. Can you hear it? I can't. It's right there. Right there. Keep going. Deeper. Right there. It's a penny. Alright. See if this guy finishes up mowing before my next good target. Alright, I've got a 7880 right here, right under these monkey bars that I just ran into. I think I'm still seeing stars. I was obviously looking down, and my hat blocked my my view a little, so ooh, that smarted. I'm still a little dizzy. All right, back to the digging. Am I gonna get it up top here? There we go. Let's pull a little out of here. Like that. What is that? It's that's a dime. Didn't get many of those today. I think maybe the second one. All right. See if I can get my head screwed back on straight. That thing really spun me around. All right, we got the solid 27 here. This might be the one. There it is. We got the nickel. We, what did we do? We got all the coins. What do you call that? I forget. We went through the lineup? I don't know. We got through the rotation? Something like that. Anyways, we got one of each. Let's call it a full set. I don't know. I can't remember. I've never heard it called anything else before. I'm just kidding. Digging in the grass here. That one almost gave me a heart attack. Look at that. Nice gold, 18 karat gold bottle cap. There's a real high tone shallow up here in the grass. Let's call it an 84 to an 82. Very muddy here. Sprinklers are probably on this morning. Let's go a little bigger. Like that. Get a better look in there. It's right up here. What are you? It's green. A toy car or something? Sure looks like it. Looks like the back of a truck. Oh yeah, look at that. We lost our wheels. But there you are. It's like a little semi, sort of a dump truck thing. Very cool. So I'm only going across this little grass area here because I know it has a good view of, you know, last week's fireworks. I know there was a whole bunch of people sitting up here. So we'll see if it turns into anything. Nothing great so far. Okay, we're still in this wet grass and we're getting like a 92, 91, down to 80. Oh. Right in here, this little area here. So, just figuring out about how big I want to make my plug. Pretty nice grass here. I don't want to mess things up. It's very wet. There's a lot of bugs flying around. Kind of annoying. Okay, let's go like that. It's like a little sandy underneath here. We're going to be in this plug here. Let's chop into it a little. Like that. More this way. Oh, so we'll lose you there. Oh, it's actually up here. It's right there. It's a crusty quarter. Look at that thing. It's been in this wet grass for a little while. Alright. Guess that was worth digging. Alright, we're at our last park, I think, for the day. First target at the last park is a 31. That's usually not good. I'm going to call it now. Well, depends on who's looking for it. If you're into pull tabs, that's a good signal. Otherwise, we'll move along. Got a jumpy one here underneath this slide. Oh, I think that's it. That's probably it. A little piece of foil. See if there's anything else. I think that's it. Okay, here we are with the review for this morning's hunts at the parks. We got Fred here helping out. He's okay to be on camera. He's signed a release. All right, let's go through the stuff. We've got a truck here, which Fred approves of. It smells like grass and roots. It was overgrown in the grass field there. The rest of the stuff we found mostly in the bark playgrounds. We got some bottle caps. This one was a real hard stopper. I thought it was a ring just for a second there. Don't like those. Found a nice surface find hair clip. We got a googly eye on the surface also, a stainless washer. We got some change, quite a few pennies. I think it was mostly pennies, especially in the beginning there. A couple dimes, nickel, couple quarters. We found this really lovely Michael Kors. I believe it's an emblem from a purse or something. Fred approves. And I guess the find of the day would be either that or the 20-cent euro coin, which is pretty cool to find. I don't get these very often. I found a few foreign coins here and there, but it's always exciting to get one of those. For those of you keeping score at home, we'll put up the actual US dollar value, so you know, you can tally up my finds for the day if you want. Anyways, thanks again for watching. Thanks for the all the support, the comments in the last couple videos there, the treasure hunt and that. Appreciate it. Really having fun here, and we'll get back to you soon with some more beaches. And Fred says bye. Okay, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.